Hello, my Emo brothers. I just finished watching the TMZ interview with Kanye West. And to be honest, I don't get why people are even listening to this guy. Really don't. But the tweets don't do it justice. Whatever he tweeted out doesn't do it justice. Seeing this dude explain himself live for 12 minutes is excruciating. I always knew Kanye West may be let's put it this way. I always knew Kanye West may have been a French fry short of a Happy Meal. But I think looking at the video, they may have also taken the toy right along with the French fries. But I'm going to play the audio since it's TMZ's copyright and I don't want to violate their copyright. I'll play the audio, the full audio, and I'll link back to the video so you can actually see it for yourself. Because saying that it's a shit show is not even close to what it actually was. It was bizarre. So I'm going to play it and I'm going to be back on the other side for my commentary. Because I got something for you.
Based on what you've just said here, it sounds to me you got precisely the reaction you wanted by wearing that hat.
I didn't want a reaction.
You wanted a reaction.
No.
You knew there was going to be a reaction.
I knew there was going to be a reaction, but I'm just living my life day by day, doing what I feel and what the Spirit calls upon me to do.
But it also opens up this dialogue that you're not apologizing, because everybody else, when they make a statement like that, they end up apologizing because they're so worried about what people say on social media.
Well, you know why when I went to visit him the first time, right
after the election.
Yeah, and I took the tweets down and everything.
Yeah.
Because I was drugged the fuck out, bro. I was drugged out. I was on opioids. 2 days after I got off of opioids, and I was addicted to opioids, 2 days I got off of opioids, I'm in the hospital, right? I'm taking hey, everyone listen to this, please. 2 days before I was in the hospital, I was on opioids. I was addicted to opioids. I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all. I got liposuction because I didn't want y'all to call me fat like y'all called Rob at the wedding and made him fly home before me and Kim got married. I didn't want y'all to call me fat, so I got liposuction, right? And they gave me opioids, right? And I started taking 2 of them and then driving to work on the opioids, right? Then my boy, and I'd always ask my boy, to hand me if it's, we on tour, give me some weed, blah, blah, blah. So he had to go give me the opioids. And there was talks amongst my camp, like Ye's popping pills, right? So when he handed this to me, he said, this is used to kill genius, right? So I didn't take it. 2 days later, I'm in the hospital. I was taking 2 pills a day at that time. When I left the hospital, how many pills you think I was given? 7. I went from taking 2 pills to taking 7. So the reason why I dropped those tweets and everything, because I was drugged the fuck out, bro. And I'm not drugged out. These pills that they want me to take 3 of a day, I take 1 a week, maybe 2 a week. Y'all had me scared of myself, of my vision. So I took some pills so I wouldn't go to the hospital and prove everyone right. We are drugged out. We are following other people's opinions. We are controlled by the media. And today it all changes. You got Tupac and Lennon in that hallway. Today it all changes. We need to think how to think free. We need to be free thinkers. Then we need to learn how to feel free. People say feel free, but we don't even know how to feel free or think free. Say what you feel. Positive or negative. I just got off the phone with J. Cole. He said, how'd you feel when they said the Crips is gonna kill you? I said, man, that was the headline. But when they said, they wanted to beat me up. I said, that's great. They're my brothers. They love me. They don't want nothing to happen to Ye. They just want to beat some sense into me. I love Daz. I love the Crips. I love the Bloods. I love everyone. How many people are feeling, how many people felt something that I said today? Raise a hand if you felt something that I said today. Do you feel that I'm feeling, do you feel that I'm being free and I'm thinking free?
Yes.
I actually don't think you're thinking anything. I think what you're doing right now is actually the absence of thought. And the reason why I feel like that, because Kanye, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. But there is fact and real world, real life consequence behind everything that you just said. And while you are making music and being an artist and living the life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Every day we have to walk into that truth while you choose to say things that, to be honest with you, dog, are nonsensical. You want to think freely? That's fine. I'll combat your free thought with my free thought because mine is grounded in a reality that I've been given and a reality that I'm going to change, but I'm not going to do it by pretending that the enemies are on the same team as me. And frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real. That's the way I feel. Stand on all the coffee tables you want to stand on, say whatever you want to say, but don't throw a stone, then hide your hand like the rest of us are just gonna swallow it. Yay, be yay. I'm off it forever. Do you? But remember, the life that I live is as a real person, an actual person.
Now the thing is, he said grounded in reality. This reality has been forced upon us. It is a choice, just like when I said slavery is a choice. The reality, we can make our own reality. We can talk about history, but not too long. We need to talk about our now because we can fix and start loving each other now. When I say we have no enemies, we don't have enemies. Black people have a tendency to focus and march when a white person kills a black person or wears a hat, but when it's 700 kids being killed in Chicago, it's okay. It's okay for blacks to kill blacks. But if it's a white thing...
I don't think anybody's saying that's okay.
There's been more focus and more marches
that is a lie.
About
don't
whites killing blacks than kids in Chicago killing each other.
That's a lie. There are black people working...
There are no marches
over 90% of black people getting killed are killed by other blacks.
No, that's a fact.
The black homicide rate is a fact.
That is a fact.
Black on black crime is a fact.
But there are black people.
Okay,
wait a second.
Now this is a problem.
Wait a second.
We have to. You're too far. You have to be closer to me.
I'm here right now. There are black people working every single day.
Brother, don't scream because it will make us look. Crazy.
I don't care how we look in front of this. You're talking some bullshit.
When you scream,
when you
scream and you don't talk, it doesn't look.
Right. Let me just say something.
Let me impart this upon you.
Okay, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about because these are two different versions of somebody else's truth. This is two different versions of somebody else's truth. So he gets up and he's talking slavery, right? Okay, I'm not enslaved, so that it's like I don't mean to insult his reality.
No, Kanye, come on over.
I just wanted to give him a hug.
right. Like I don't mean to.
No. I think he might want to fight me, but I want to give him a hug.
Okay, but like.
Let's finish conversation and then we'll.
What Kanye just
I love you and I want to give you a hug. I feel like you want to fight me right now, but I love you.
I don't fight with my fist, man. I've been through that. This is what I'm saying.
So if I come over there, you're not gonna fight me?
No, I'm not gonna hit Kanye West and TMZ. Bro, you gotta be responsible, man.
Bro, I'm sorry I hurt you.
You gotta be responsible, dog.
I'm sorry I hurt you, bro.
Your voice is too big. You gotta
I'm sorry I hurt you, bro. I love you, bro. I'm sorry I hurt you with my words, bro. I love you, bro.
Responsible, man.
Bro,
you gotta be responsible.
I didn't mean to say things that hurt you. I didn't mean to wear the hat out the blue and shock so many people and not give them a way out of the pain. I understand that gave them pain, that made them see pain. But guess what? When I went into the hospital. We're now in the hospital. TMZ is the hospital to fix the world. Obama was our opioids. It made us feel like everything was good.
That's not true, bro.
Yeah.
That's not true. Listen, first of all, calmly.
What's your name, though?
I'm Van.
I'm sorry for disappointing you, Van.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Calmly.
Yeah.
What you said up there a second ago, the statistic on black on black violence is true. What they don't tell you is there are people dedicating their lives to working throughout the problems of black people. There are black people every day, boots on the ground. They're all over the place that are working towards this. Like every single day, people are trying to fix this problem. The narrative that black people don't care about black lives until a white person takes them is false. That is not true. But the problem is the people that are doing this work in communities every day, guys all over the place, they don't get the type of reverence, they don't get the type of shine, they don't get the type of light spotted on them, the spotlight, should I say, that other people do. Those people are the ones that need to be empowered, the people that can help Chicago, that can help South Baton Rouge, that can help those places, that are working there every day. They doing it and they dedicating their lives to it. But they don't get big up by rappers, they don't get invited to things, they do it for nothing because they have to. So what I'm trying to say is while we're having all of these conversations about stuff that gets covered on the news, who's gonna talk about what doesn't get covered on the news? Like to me, for me, for a lot of years, the dude that inspired me to be more than what I was in Baton Rouge, that was you. Ask everybody in this room for years, ask everybody in here, how many times we've had a Kanye West story and I've stood there, the only person to defend Kanye West because of what you meant to me, and then after that, you slap me in my fucking face by getting next to people who mean me harm and who don't even care about being honest about the fact that they mean me harm.
I think that we have to get next to everyone. We don't like Trump. We have to talk to them. We have to talk because Trump is a human being also, and he's in a very powerful position, and he's doing a lot of things to actually help business owners be able to go past all these fake laws and rules and things. I mean, candidates can give you the facts better than that, but we need to speak to people. Einstein says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So we keep on saying, I hate you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. How are we gonna get a different result out of hate? Why don't we just try love? Why don't we just try love? Why can't it be okay for an influential rapper in the black community to go up to the president and talk to him about how we can make a change one by one? We have the resources for a peaceful world. I believe that Kim Jong-un didn't believe that Obama was crazy enough to come at him. You know, sometimes you need some crazy motherfuckers to change something. Steve Jobs was crazy. Now we all on Steve Jobs' phones. They say Trump's crazy. They say I'm crazy. But I'm here to show love. And we're going to make it through. I know I disappointed you today, brother. And I know I disappointed the black community when I wore the hat. And I'm sorry for disappointing you. But like I just told J. Cole on the phone right now, it's a bigger plan. And I'm just doing what the universe told me.
All right, folks. Now you listen to that mess. You listen to that mess. And all I got to say to one thing for black folks is really, are we really taking this dude seriously, man, after that? Did most people just heard explanations of it. Nobody went to the source. And I'm glad TMZ had the balls to actually put that stuff out there and actually put it out there, even though I know it's entertainment and gossip and that's the kind of stuff they do, but they actually put the uncut version of what he said out there. Because if they didn't, nobody would believe it. I wish I could blame that display on pills, but you can't use pills as an excuse because the dude is absolutely batshit crazy. I do mean batshit crazy. And we're debating the words of a crazy person. Like I was on a panel last night and the dude was defending this batshit craziness. The dude is out of his mind. Now, philosophically, he had started off philosophically about people, all people, not just black people, all people being enslaved. And if he's going to talk about that, we got to go all the way back. We can't just start 400 years. If that is the case, this stuff has been going on since Roman times, since way back 4,000 years ago. If we want to go back as far as, if we're going to say that's enslavement, that is what has been going on. Slavery's been with us for a very long time. And if he's talking about this in this present matrix that we're enslaved, which is insane and on its face, even mentally, we're not enslaved because there's too much information. Unfortunately, people don't even believe what they see in front of them anymore, because the phones and all the information that flows through your head has given you way more freedom than anybody else on the face of the earth has ever had. Even if we want to talk just philosophically. But to debate the words of a madman, and let's put it this way, Kanye West is a madman. He was already on the edge because there's a thin line between madness and genius. And let's not get it twisted. Kanye West is a genius. He absolutely is a genius. Just like Mozart was a genius, but there's a thin line between genius and madness. And I think Kanye West has tipped the scale and gone over to the other side. He has become mad. And he is with a group of people that feed off that madness, which is the Kardashians, which is what they call the curse of the Kardashians. Because that whole institution, that coven of witches actually feed off the madness of men. And they are gorging on Kanye West. And I've always liked Kanye West. I haven't always agreed with him, but I've always liked Kanye West. And at first, when I first heard the statement that he made, I was angry with him. I mean, I really was. Because I was saying, how could someone that is so informed and so connected with his blackness and with his people could actually get out front and say some bald-faced lie like that? I mean, say it. And if you listen to him, he gave all the white talking points. It's like they programmed the computer to spit out certain things, but the thing is, it got garbled, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in the mix in that brain and that programming that doesn't compute. So it comes out in sporadic spurts. And all the white talking points came out in sporadic spurts. They programmed him, but the programming did not take. So now you have screwed up the computer. Because now his own black computer, his own black brain computer is refusing to take the programming, and it's coming out all garbled. He can't stay on message because in his screwed up mind, he knows what he's saying is not truth, and it can't come out as truth. He can't accept it. His brain cannot accept what he's saying. You can tell that because that is driving him insane. So I don't know if they tortured him, they put him on pills or whatever it is, but whatever they did to Kanye West, that dude is not sane anymore. Which is why, even though I was educated in the white community and I could really live next to white people, which without a problem, I could actually socialize and be around white people and whatnot, I chose not to live with them. I chose not to work with them. Because if you stay around too long at the master's table, you get indoctrinated into the master's family. Your brain computer will wind up garbled just like Kanye West. It will literally drive you insane. Look at Michael Steele. Michael Steele is rejecting the program as we speak. Everything in the Matrix cannot be accepted. It has to be based upon reality, which is what the movie said. It's got to be based on your human reality for it to be accepted as real. And it's become so bizarre that you can't accept this as real. Kanye West knows who Donald Trump is. He knows what's behind the curtain. He's peeked behind the curtain. He sees what's real and what's not real because he's been on that level. It's driven him insane. And if black folks really take a peek behind the curtain and you're not ready for it, it will drive you insane. It will drive you to madness. as it has done Kanye West. You cannot listen to what the man said in his own exact words and the way that he said it and not know that you are listening to a stark, raving, mad man that's crying for help. And he's too far gone for black people to help him. Black people, really, you're really taking this dude seriously. You're really discussing his words. Instead of walking up to the Kardashian mansion and doing the intervention and putting that boy away and make so he can get his mind right. We need to go and do a intervention. We need to go kidnap the dude, fly him to Africa, and let the witch doctors actually bring his spirit back and bring him back into his right mind. He needs to escape the matrix and go to Africa for like 3 or 4 years, man, to get his mind right. Reconnect with his black soul. I see why these brothers drop out of the matrix, drop out of Hollywood, and then stay gone for 2 or 3 years, because at a point, they don't just take your mind, they take your soul. And if you don't protect it, if you don't get away from it, then you too will be a Kanye West. You too will be driven mad. No wonder Michael Jackson, before he died, had to drop off and get away just to protect his psyche. Because he didn't want to wind up like a Kanye West. And I want to leave you with this for the Bible thumpers. As far as money, power, and fame, there's an old saying. What is it for a man to gain the whole world and lose his only soul? We're seeing that on display as we speak with Kanye West in this episode. Does the ends justify the means? With that, I'm going to bounce off of here. This is BGS out, and I will see you guys on the next one.